A mobile desalination unit in Kuklia, Paphos, that cost tens of millions of euros to be installed is being disassembled after hardly ever being used in 3 years. The unit was installed in 2010 to help meet Paphos's water needs during drought. The unit was built in a state of panic but was a financial miscalculation that cost public funds 30 million euros. Ricky Shields with more.
So, having spent 30 million euros on building a desalination plant in Guglia, it has been decided to dismantle it after just a few years, as it has barely been used. Installed in 2010 to great fanfare, it was said that droughts would be a thing of the past, and we would all be bathed in copious amounts of water that we could wash our verandas and the streets in front of our houses with. But with increased rainfall over the last few years, we've been lucky enough not to need desalination, and the Asprogramos Dam, which fulfills the majority of Paphos water needs, has been reasonably well filled, and that between Asprogramos and Ganaviu Reservoir, we have approximately 2 years of water in hand. The government signed a contract with the private company to supply desalinated water at €1.21 per cubic metre, and also agreed to compensate the company for the plant's downtime. It was used briefly when works were being undertaken at Asprogramos Dam, but has since remained idle. The Water Development Board had been discussing the possibility of buying the plant outright, bringing it into public ownership, but decided that it was not cost effective. The only good thing about this sorry decision is that there will be no further cost to the taxpayer for the dismantling of the plant. However, it was just the other day that I reported on NASA's findings about our most recent drought, which lasted from 1998 to 2012 and was the worst in 900 years. They looked at patterns of drought, climate change and more, and in consensus with the majority of scientists came to the conclusion that the Mediterranean is going to suffer greatly with drought over the coming years. The decision to build the plant was taken in a state of panic, and it seems to me the decision to remove it in the face of the distinct possibility of more drought is madness. The acting head of the Water Board, Andreas Manoli, said that at the moment Paphos reservoirs have reached 60% of capacity, whereas the southern pipeline reservoirs are only 25% full. He added that traditionally there's more rainfall in Paphos, to which I would reply, except when there isn't. This is Mr. Shields reporting for Rock FM.
On air and online at rockfmcyprus.com.
Today's best mix.
Rock FM.